Hey guys, Big Weir, roadtoruta.com. Just got off the phone with my friend Sean at SGT Report. That will be posted probably today, maybe tomorrow. Really interesting stuff we got into. As you could probably guess, we have a lot of the same things we're researching, and we're very like-minded when it comes to what's going on with our government and what's real and what's fake, and whether or not the good guys are beating the bad guys, and when all this information will come out. It's a really exciting time to be alive, so check that out. Today, I want to talk about the Wicked Witch of Silver. And those of you who have been in the silver market for a while, you know Blythe Masters. Blythe Masters, who is pictured here. That's Blythe Masters when she worked for J.P. Morgan Chase. She's testifying in front of Congress, saying, no, I'm not a criminal. Lying. She's lying in front of Congress, saying, no, I'm not a criminal. And she has gone to the dark side. She has gone to the cryptocurrency world. She created a company called Digital Asset. Digital Asset. She's trying to bring the blockchain type of technology, but not quite the blockchain, of that technology to the banksters. And so she's working real hard at it, and here's what she looks like now. Yes, the evil Wicked Witch of Silver has gone dark, and she's getting older, as we all do. I don't mind the getting older, but if you look, she played Miss Innocent during the congressional investigations about the crash. Now, going back to the crash, really interesting. And then this is her now. Completely dark, completely evil. Looking to spin her evil wizardry in the cryptocurrency world, but you know, if it isn't truly a blockchain, it's actually, her company is actually competing against Ethereum. So make sure you buy your Ethereum. Keep Blythe out of the game. I'm not sure how they interact, but she did hire a whole bunch of people to be on her board that are bankster related, including DTCC people, which is very scary. Not scary. I mean, we know it's a fraud already. And if you introduce a blockchain technology to it, will it continue to be a fraud? Well, they require the fraud. For the stock market to keep, spinning the way it does, it requires fraud at the DTCC level. That's the level of the fulfilling the contracts, exchange of money, exchange of documents, transfer of title, things like that, and transfer of ownership. On every trade, when it happens in the digital world, it happens in microseconds. So, of course, the DTCC cannot conclude trades at all. There's over 300 million failure to delivers every single day on the stock market. 300 million. That means there's no contracts exchange. There's no ownership exchange. Yes, you get it on your statement when you get your statement from your brokerage house, but they don't really buy it for you. It's really sad. And that's the Ponzi scheme that's about to blow up when the banks blow. The DTC is a criminal organization, and we have seen it time and time again, especially when they left the door open during Hurricane Sandy so that the vault could flood at 55 Water Street and submerge, I think it was $35 trillion worth of contracts. And they said, don't worry, we got it all electronically backed up somewhere that we're not going to tell you about. And then when they emptied the vault of water about 3 weeks later, they set it on fire. Absolutely a true story. Go to roadtoruta.com and you can check it out. 28 people went to the hospital because of the fire. Insanity. Insanity. I was just, when you're in the middle of this conspiracy crap, it really blows your mind at times the things they get away with. If you're high enough connected with the government, you can get away with anything. Murder included if you're watching what's going on with Seth Rich. Anyway, moving on, let's get back to Blythe Masters. I got a list of the people who are on the board of her company, her cryptocurrency company. And it's her, of course. Spent 27 years at J.P. Morgan. Now, Blythe was the person. She didn't invent the credit default swap, but she was definitely the person who was cheerleading for the credit default swap, got every bank in the world to get these on their books because it would theoretically remove risk, and the banks could lend more. And that was the whole idea, is to open up the balance sheet. And that is what happened in 2007, 2008. hundreds of billions of dollars had to be bailed out because of these credit default swaps, along with other derivatives. But yeah, she was so knee-deep in that, they put her in charge, and she did such a great job of destroying the monetary system. They put her in charge of the commodities division because they wanted her to work her derivatives magic with silver and gold, but mainly silver, and which is exactly what she did. She rigged and suppressed the price of silver for 8 years straight. JP Morgan has been loading up on physical silver and slamming the price down, controlling the price with electronic blips. Amazing criminal enterprise that she got away with. She did get a slap on the hand for rigging the oil and gas market in some contract. Very minor, but you know, she didn't get fired. She just walked away and started a crypto criminal company. Hopefully Ethereum will destroy anything related to Blythe Masters. She should be in jail. I don't know why she's not in jail. If you want to learn more about Blythe, here is an amazing book to read. It's called Fool's Gold: The Inside Story of JP Morgan and How Wall Street Greed Corrupted Its Bold Dream and Created a Financial Catastrophe. This, if you want to know what Blythe Masters was responsible for in the crash of the 2007-2008 global meltdown, read this book. It's all in here. And she was the one, to this day, she's still the one trumpeting derivatives and derivatives of derivatives and explaining to the world how this is a risk mitigator. But the funny thing is, these risk mitigators are passed off, you know, you pass off a little piece of risk here, all over the place. They're bought and sold and traded, and all it takes is one weak link in that chain to crash, like AIG did in 2008, and then the whole system is poof, disappears. Why it is allowed, I know why. I know why. It's because in the late 90s, there was a big push to regulate derivatives. And Alan Greenspan got up in front of Congress and said, no, we can't regulate derivatives. They regulate themselves. He knew that if you give banks enough rope to hang themselves, that's exactly what they'll do. And our friend, Blythe Masters, was the queen of that. I love showing these pictures. The old Blythe Masters and the new Blythe Masters. The new Blythe Masters. The dark and ominous Blythe Masters. I hate that she's in the cryptocurrency world, but if cryptocurrency, the blockchain is strong, as I believe it is, it can ward off the Wicked Witch by splashing a little water on it or splashing a little silver on it. Silver is really exciting these days. A lot going on with the crashing of the Noble Group, which I talked about in this morning's video. How long will it take? I don't know, weeks, months. It usually takes 3 weeks to a month for derivatives to settle. And if Noble Group isn't able to live up to some of these $100 billion derivatives they wrote on commodities, then we got a problem. And it will take 2 to 3 months for that problem to show. So, yeah, really exciting for the derivative world. And Blythe Masters, back to her company, the board of directors is Blythe, Cristobal Conde, which is he was with SunGard, CEO, expert in OTC derivatives, FinTech Lab Innovation. FinTech always cracks me up. Financial engineering, financial technology, anything to make a buck, twist the rules as much as you can. Michael Boatson, here's a great one. So remember, Blythe Masters is knee-deep in derivatives. She knows the biggest problem is the DTCC and the actual settlement of these derivatives. And who does she put on her board? Michael C. Boatson, the president and CEO of the DTCC, is on the board of Blythe Masters cryptocurrency company. And then we have, of course, the JP Morgan representative is Sanoki Viswanthan, Chief Administrator. He's the Chief Administrative Officer at JP Morgan. So, no, Blythe and Jamie Dimon have not parted ways. They're knee-deep in this stuff together. They're just trying to take it over from a different angle. Ashwar Kumar, Deutsche Bank guy, or from the German government, actually, and the German Bourse, which is like the German stock market. Catherine Flax, is the head of commodities for BNP Paribas, a huge European bank. Peter Hyam is the deputy CEO of ASX, the Australian stock market. Can you see where Blythe's going with this? Trying to get her tentacles, her evil octopus tentacles, into every stock market, bond market, the DTCC, all the criminal activities that go on. She thinks she can control it with these new derivatives called blockchain technologies, crypto. I don't know if it's a cryptocurrency. A lot of what she does is with smart contracts, which is in competition with Ethereum. Maybe they work on the Ethereum blockchain, but if it's anything that deals with true honesty, they'll probably try to go around Ethereum and invent their own blockchain or invent their own platform to use the blockchain, in which ultimately someone behind the scenes can rig the markets. Because that's what Blythe Masters does. Yeah, a couple other people, all basically banksters. You know, it's funny that on the board is the head of the DTCC, and I've written a lot about it. I've done interviews about the DTCC. They own every mortgage in the world. They own your house. If you have a mortgage on your house, it's not owned by the bank that sends you your payment every day. It is owned by the person whose name it is that is on the mortgage-backed security that your loan has been sold into. So they take all the loans, they put them in mortgage-backed securities, they slice and dice them, they give them to the DTCC, and the DTCC transfers everything to Seed and Company, CEDE and Company, which is a unknown entity. They say it's a fictitious entity, but apparently it is owned by a single person, actually. The U.S. Congress did an investigation into who it was. A lot of people saying it's the Queen of England, other people saying it's a Rothschild, even more people saying that it is a off-planet entity. Dun, dun, dun. You know, the question is who owns everything in the world. At the end of the day, the laws will go away, the contracts will go away, it'll come down to guns and food and water, just because there's so much criminality going on. And it could break at any moment. Hang in there. This has been your update on where Blythe Masters is. And what she looks like that's really why I want to do the video. Before and after, she's so sweet and innocent here at JP Morgan. And now she looks like the evil, wicked witch going into the cryptos. Don't forget to share this video with everybody. And stay tuned for more at Road to Ruta. Subscribe. Click that red subscribe button, because we got to get this information out to everybody. And give me a thumbs up if you like it. We'll talk to you later.